Okay, so been getting requests nonstop for the new updated man cave tour. I've been married to Rocky for over 1.5 years now, and I finally got all my stuff out of the dungeon downstairs to where it's presentable. So I'll show you the main room where all my pedestal bucks and antelope are. Just kind of like my big dogs, the big trophies, and then I'll show you the garage where everything else is stacked up. So first one right here is my 2014 Colorado mule deer. Waited 10 years for that tag. Took him with a rifle mid-November. By far my biggest deer. Just tons of character and great mass. Just a beautiful frame on him. Big shed that looks like it's off of him, but it's from Utah. So that's the Colorado buck. Got a YouTube video of that one. Then there is Square Junior, or excuse me, Square Senior, the original, from Archers Educated Season 2. And that was the buck that started the whole story and the whole saga with my buck I killed last year. Not the best frame, just big, boxy, cool buck. Doesn't score real well, but he's got tons of character, and he's an old deer, and really my first big high country mule deer. There's his son, Square Junior, and I'm not sure if they really are related, but they definitely ran together. He's just got a really big frame, super long G4s. By far my best archery buck. Here is my Wyoming antelope that has awesome tops on him. Hunted him with my bow, couldn't get it done. Ended up killing him with a rifle on the opener. I cheated. Just a stud buck, by far my highest scoring antelope. Then of course the legendary Rocky's buck from last year, her muzzleloader buck from 2016. Matching kickers off the 4s and 2s, 3x4 frame. Buck's about 31, 32 inches wide. Just a cool, neat cape on him, really dark. Double patch. Awesome taxidermy work by her brother Casey. This big old bastard is an antelope I shot in 2009 in Wyoming. He is massive. He scored 84 when I shot him. He shrunk a little bit. I don't think he's quite book anymore, but he's 21 inches wide. And from the front, I mean, he is just super cool looking. Really neat pedestal. Big old bull head on him. And this one I get a lot of questions about. This is a shed set I found in northern Utah in 2004 or 3. Chalky white. Old sheds, been laying there for years. But the buck is just ridiculous. Like, to see the mass on this thing, it's just hard to comprehend how heavy he is and bladed. He's got so much character and stuff you don't get credit for. Those bases are nuts. Big old eye guards are about 5.5 inches long and webbed out like a big whitetail. Just a sweet deer, awesome mount. Actually bought the form to get him mounted on. So again, that is the pedestal room. It's kind of the VIP crew. And I will go and show you the rest of the stuff that didn't make the cut. Okay, so now we're in the garage. This is what your garage looks like when you marry into a OCD, super organized, awesome chick. She's got it all. Mattresses, I mean, all of our gear. So well laid out. Stuff that I would never even imagine. It looks a lot like Bryce DeForest's house. If you saw that hit list, he's got the same bins, but turned out pretty cool. I'll show you guys the collection of the wall. Got a pretty hefty spread in here. Like I said, all the stuff that didn't have a pedestal that won't fit inside. There is my first antelope, 2009 Arizona. Just a nice, tall, cool, heavy buck. First bow kill with an antelope bow kill, archery, Wyoming, 2010. Here is the buck from the Wyoming Bow Hunting Sucks video, 2015. Muley that had just rubbed his velvet, so we did him really red. Really cool character, nice mass, just a sweet buck. Really great story and video on YouTube for that. Again, it's called Long Shot Wyoming Mule Deer. This is my Arizona Freak Medusa buck. He's got tons of garbage growing around his bases. Just a total meltdown, gnarly troll buck. The cape on these things, he shot him in Arizona, it was like 115 degrees. You can see how thin his hide is. They just look like a water buffalo or something. Just a good 4x4 frame. Chewed up ears, just a classic desert rat. That is my high country Utah muzzleloader buck. Killed him when I was like 25. Sweet character, great mass. Just a good looking deer. Wyoming 2005, nice buck I shot. With some good buddies there. Cool frame on him. That is a Utah high country mule deer. Archers Educated season 1. It's just not the biggest buck. He's got a cool little inline on that right side. Really good mount. Just a cool story. I worked my butt off for him. It was my first high country deer. Special place in my heart. There's my first bull. Shot in 2008 in Arizona. This is a coos deer I shot in Arizona. First one of those. Really nice, heavy, cool buck. Nice palmation and character. Little dink coos I shot. Same area. There is my New Mexico wide buck. Super wide, not very good G2s, but just an awesome, badass coos deer. Beautiful mount by Scott Kendricks. There's my Mexico burro. That's a 112-inch Sonoran coos deer. I think he has 19-inch main beams. Freaking awesome mount. He's a stud. Here's Rocky's coos from this year. Arizona again. Tons of character and extras. Little dropper. She has no clue how cool that buck turned out. I'm so grateful that we got him. Good help from our buddies Garrett and Seth. A couple odd-ad rams. Both are 30 inchers. One on the left was with my bow. The one on the right was with the rifle. I got good video of those two. Here's the Colorado Stag from this year. Just a complete troll, freak buck. Tons of mass and extras. Character, really cool cape. Turned out really pretty. Really dark. There is a Russian boar from California, 2014. Big old desert mule deer I killed. Arizona 2014 as well. It was January. Big, wide, gnarly downhill buck. Just a ton of character. Exactly what I love to look for in those Arizona desert muleys. That's a Scimitar Oryx. Really, actually a pretty big bull. I didn't realize at the time. We looked through a bunch, and that's I think he's 39 inches, so really pretty. Big, heavy sucker. Cool mount. That's one of my favorite deer. Is my South Dakota big, wide, boxy buck. Turned out really cool as well. It's a neat video. It's called The Monarch. It's on my Vimeo channel. And then I got all my bulls. There's my Arizona bull from this year. Big old beams on him. Hat rack. He's 52 on that side. My buffalo, some odd-ad deadheads, some sheds. There is my Arizona bull from 2014. Really long shot, late season cool bull there. New Mexico 2010. New Mexico 2013. And that's it. Just to recap, that's the garage. Again, all the big stuff's in the front room, and then these are all my bucks that didn't make the cut, but they're all very special to me. I'm a big fan, as you can tell, of mounting deer. I don't usually kill them unless they mean something to me, so they go on the wall. You know, it's just a lot of years. I'm 36, so a lot of guys didn't realize how old I am. I've been hunting a long time and gone through a lot to get these on there. And you know, a lot of people might say, oh, there's bigger deer, I have bigger deer, whatever, but these are all trophies to me because, again, the journey is just as important to me as the end harvest. And so these bucks symbolize a lot of effort, a lot of defeat, a lot of triumph, whatever. That's why I do it. And a little shout out to my boys at Montana Wild for putting together a fast food t-shirt for me. Turned out sick.
Yes, sir. Dad and Meth in the building. Yeah.